Hello and happy Thankful Thursday. Thought I'd have a little fun today, do something a little bit different. So I decided to do a little research, which is fun. So I went to positivepsychology.com and I wanted to know whether or not gratitude actually does impact us. I mean, I'd heard it had, but I wanted to know for sure. So this is according to positivepsychology.com. When we express gratitude, our brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the two critical and crucial neurotransmitters that are responsible for our emotions and most particularly for making us feel good. So that makes sense. I mean, that's a good thing, right? We're grateful, we're happy, and it builds happiness in us. So then I thought, I'm starting to do a lot of visualization. So it's something I've been kind of playing with and I find some success in it, and I wanted to think, well, what does visualization do for us? So like when kind of the idea of whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So let's talk about visualization. So I got this from psychologytoday.com. See, look, I'm going the psych route today. And it says this: mental imagery impacts cognitive processes in the brain. So it does affect what's going on in the noggin. So basically, visualization is training you to concentrate and to enhance these things: motivation, or at least these are the things you can visualize and enhance: motivation, increase your confidence, self-efficiency. You can improve motor function and performance, which is pretty impressive, and you can prime your brain for success. So every time there's somebody talking about Thankful Thursday, or they're having a quote, or love, like my buddy Robin Roberts, I love it how she's always putting out a Thankful Thursday and wants to know what other people are thankful for. And there's a really good reason for this. I mean, some of it that is really data driven, that's scientifically proven that the more we're thankful and grateful, the better we feel, and the more we visualize things to the positive, we can have positive results. Now, here's the other thing. Obviously, visualization, sometimes if we get fixated on the idea of something being negative, or we're dreading something, or we are, thinking about all the things that could happen wrong, sometimes that's going to have that effect as well, pulling us down. So for my idea of Thankful Thursday, it's about kind of harnessing what we're really thankful for, especially during times that are tough. So we all have tough times. There's a lot of tough things going on in the world today, which is a funny thing to say because frankly, there's a lot of tough things going on in the world all the time. But it seems like there's a whole lot of them going on right now. In fact, sometimes I don't even like to watch the news because it seems to me that we're trying to grab attention, and sometimes it's a lot easier to grab attention on the things that are negative, which is also what sometimes we can do for ourselves, is hold on or be fixated in or get rooted in the things that we're worried about, or the things that are negative, or the things that might happen that aren't the best outcomes. And it's one of those things that I struggle with. I'm a very positive person. I'm very thankful and grateful, but every once in a while, this little noggin takes a little bit of control. And if I'm anxious about something or I'm worried about something, then I find that those paths of my brain kind of follow along there. And that's why I'm trying really hard now to stop myself in those moments and say, hey, let's stop, let's rewind, and let's reset. So when I stop, it means you've got to recognize when you're going down mental paths that aren't helping you, or that maybe aren't going to give you the most positive feeling in your soul. And then as you reflect on it, say, okay, now how do I need to change that? And then redirect and help yourself redirect. It's actually one of the things that to me is the most exciting thing for me about doing meditation, because meditation is not about being perfect at meditating. In fact, it's about being very comfortable knowing when you're not perfect, because that's when meditation and mindfulness really start to have a positive impact on your brain and your life. It's not by doing it perfectly, it's recognizing it when you're not on point. Which should give you a reason to say, hey, it's not about being perfect. It's just about recognizing when you're not giving it your all, or you've been distracted. So I'm thankful today, this Thursday, for the people in my life who help me to get back on track when I need to, or help me to talk through a problem. A lot of times when I'm having an issue, I may internalize it a long time. And now I'm trying to stop that and bring other people into the mix earlier so that I can have a different perspective. I can get different ideas. I can get different input. Because then most of the time, whatever I was worried about, usually I have like 5 seconds and I've got a new solution for it because of bringing other people in. I'm very thankful for those. I'm thankful, obviously, for my family and especially family, especially lately, thinking about my son and my grandbabies and kind of where they are in their next evolution of life. My son's girlfriend is wonderful. They're all about ready to move into a house. And so it's all these exciting things, and I love seeing all that growth and opportunity with them. I'm thankful right now that during COVID, my husband and I eat lunch together every day. And that's just a novel thing for us, and it's really special. So every day we have 12 o'clock blocked off, and that's when we're having lunch together. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for a home to live in and food on my plate. Those are things that are so incredibly important in this world, and I recognize and realize not everybody has them. Now, what about my visualization? So my visualizations that I'm working on right now is continuing to see myself even more fit and healthy. So really working on those opportunities to drive my own fitness. I'm visualizing the next level of success with Shock Your Potential. We're nearing 1,000 downloads of the Shock Your Potential app. I'm so excited about it. And if you haven't downloaded the app, download it now. So excited about where we're going with our YouTube channel. So we have information and training in a whole new way, and we're expanding that, and I'm visualizing what it's going to look like 6 months from now, a year from now, and 5 years from now. And as I work on the visualization, I see the next steps so clearly, when just 6 months ago I thought there was only really one path for my business. I'm visualizing all the positive things that have come out of COVID for me and my business. And I'm just very thankful for them all. So here's my motivation for you today, is to spend some time writing down what you're thankful for. And I wrote them in my journal because you see my journal with me all the time. And I wrote them down because writing them down is another opportunity to remember them and honor them. But I also want to challenge you to work on some visualization today. Where do you want to go in terms of your personal or professional life? It doesn't matter. But a lot of times here we focus on the professional part. So what do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go? And how can you see yourself getting there? That visualization should be a motivator. It should also be something that helps you kind of get through some of those roadblocks, or maybe talk through the right people that are going to help you get there. But the motivation for me is pulling them together, because the more that we're thankful and grateful for what we have, the more, reach we can have with our visualization. The more we have those great endorphins going through us to make us feel good and positive, the more we can see what our potential is. So the visualization can get greater and greater and bigger and stronger, and more opportunity for us, the more we're rooted in thankfulness and gratefulness. So I hope this motivates you today. It certainly has for me. And remember, Thankful Thursday will definitely help you to shock your potential.